look at these beautiful flowers. This is what we are creating today, and they are so easy. Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I don't know if you remember this journal or not. I love this one so much, but it's one that I have taken really slow. I was kind of going through this using that great method, which I've been doing it today because I've been out of the habit of creating, and it is a really great, no pun intended, or would that even be a pun? Not to use that word again though, it is a great way to get back into being artistic or to kind of break a creative block if you're having one, and it's just 5 steps to get something on a page. I call it the ground floor, where you just do some kind of background. R is for repeating pattern, whether it's a stamp or just mark making the same thing all over, just repeating a pattern on the pages. And then A is for art, where you add your own art. Some of these steps may be similar, but it puts yet another layer on the page. Art is usually, well, it should be something you do yourself, whether it's a drawing or some stamping that you do, or again, mark making. And then T is for texture, when you come back at the end and add some sort of texture, whether it's gluing on scraps of fabric. But this whole entire book, I was sort of doing the great method. Like, I had done the ground level on all of these pages. A lot of these pages, as you can see, have the repeating pattern, which for this was just stamping a circle with some paint. This has been a slow going journal though. I keep coming back to it. I let it sit for a while and then I come back. This morning I glued this trim in. Now you can see I started sewing it and then I realized that's not going to work. This trim has got these very large beads, and I just found that my needle, it kept bumping into the beads, so I decided to hot glue it. Love this trim so much. I bought this at Joann's. It ended up being a remnant, and when I saw it, I said, oh my goodness, I need to buy that, because I knew it would be perfect with this color scheme. That said, I'm still trying to break through the creative lull that I have. I won't say I've had a block, but I've been so busy I haven't been able to be out here. So I want to add more layer to this, more texture, and I was inspired by something. So let's go to that and let's talk about inspiration. Sometimes I see just one little piece of something and I think I want to try to recreate that. I wish I could give credit where credit is due. I don't know where this wallpaper came from. It's just got Wall Quest on the back and it's got a number here. But as far as knowing exactly what the brand is or what this design is called, I don't know. I just knew that I liked this flower. I can't believe how similar that looks. And believe me, I did not take long doing this. I came out here, took a large sheet of watercolor paper, tore it into sizes that I know I can glue into my art journal. And I I just scraped along the edge with my Rusty Hinge ink pad. I need to get another one of these. I've just about worn this one out. And then I took a wet paintbrush and spread that Rusty Hinge around a little bit. And then for this, I took out my watercolors, and Brandy, our friend Brandy, who commented here a lot, she has passed, and I just miss knowing she's there. Brandy is the one who gave me this this watercolor set, this paint set, several years back. And I've told her many times I have used this thing, and I feel like Brandy's a part of so many things that I do because she picked this color palette. She wrote these down and she did this. I will treasure this forever because Brandy did it. I have a piece of Brandy's art hanging in my living room that I bought from her. One of the angels that she started painting towards the end of her illness. It wasn't quite at the end, but she just had this beautiful image of an angel come to her and she started painting it. Anyway, I digress. Pulled out this paint set because it's my absolute favorite, and we've got this really dark color. I don't know if it's black. It says, yeah, is that lamp black? I'm not sure. When these completely run out, I'm gonna go buy some more pans to fit into this. I'm gonna clean it up, but for now I just can't do that because it just feels like Brandy, and I just don't want to do anything until it feels right. So I took these paints Started with the black just to make sort of the centers here really sloppy, really just loose. And then I started picking other colors. I did get a better paintbrush out. Where is it? This one, maybe. Like, I guess that's a round brush. I don't really know. Yes, it says round. And just started making these petals, and just by looking at this, I thought, well, it doesn't really matter how perfect they are or how they look. We're going to come back now and add some pencil markings. I do have some watercolor pencils. Let's see what I've got. And I know I shouldn't dip them in water, but I do. So there is a watercolor that needs to be sharpened. I wonder if that, yeah, I have a sharpener in here. And I don't know yet what color I'm going to go with, except I do know that I want one of these to be black. And I'm just thinking if I just, you know, sort of hold the pencil loosely, get it wet. And they don't even have the black around every petal. You know, it's only some that this black shows up. I hope you can see that okay. And I feel like it's kind of a broken line in some places. It almost looks like they did this. It gets really faint in some places. But I wanted to recreate this flower or these flowers, this flower, sorry. And I've had this out here for probably a year or more, thinking that I was going to get to it. Well, with these rich colors and having that be a large part of that art journal that I've been coming back to over and over again, I just felt like I wanted to make these to go in that journal. It'll just build the pages up and just keep adding to what's already there. I probably need to hold on to I'm trying to be too loose. I'm trying to let the paper slide around and just run this pencil around. I just think this is so pretty, and it's so easy. It's not anything fancy. And then, like, I'm just going to quit looking at the paper and do my own thing. I do feel like parts of the center parts of the flowers had some sort of texture or dimension. It felt like, you know, intended dimension, I guess. And look, I know I'm not supposed to be dipping this pencil. I mean, I never knew that until somebody told me. But a lot of my stuff I used, and I just want it to feel loved. I think part of doing art is, woo, hello, I keep dropping that. Part of making art and enjoying the whole process is to just be spontaneous and to do what feels natural. Let's see, let's pick another color or two. We have, that's a really, really red. What color is this? That might be two. I don't know. They've got some bright yellow in theirs, but I'm just not sure that. It's not that I'm trying to do exactly what they're doing. I do want to have another bright color in here, but I don't necessarily have to do the same thing they did. But I like that. I do like that. Let's see. So let me keep together the ones that we've used. What is this one? Golden brown. I think that just blends in too much. It's not going to be really anything different. I don't know that I want to go with blue. That's a darker brown, which might be cool. I don't know, to add to the center a little bit, maybe. but I'm not sure. I try not to dip this all the way in. Does sort of give it some more depth maybe. And of course that doesn't mean we have to use it on every single one. So we have that. Well, these are the ones we've used. I just think that this is, I don't know, is it too red? Oh wait, is that the red one? Yes. I like that a lot, so I do like the red. I wasn't sure, I thought it might clash. Oh, and I like that too. Well, this one's lighter, maybe we don't need as much on that one. But let's do that same, let's do it over on this one. Come out to the end there and really add that extra color on the end. You can kind of do it near the center of the flower too. So I just love these. Wonder how it would, we've already got yellow on that one. I wonder how it would be to add a little red to one of these. I think it can be intimidating to think about art journaling because a lot of people don't consider themselves artists. And for the longest time, I thought, well, I'm not an artist, but I do know that I'm artistic. A lot of people in my family are. And what's wrong with admitting that you're an artist? There's nothing wrong, and go ahead and embrace that. I do know people who will tell you, I don't make anything. I don't want to make anything. You know, that's just not me. And that we're all so different. Everybody's so different. Not everybody enjoys making things and being creative. I know that it's a big part of my life and a big part of what makes me happy. So where was I going with this? I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, art journaling. Just keep at it. You know, just, it doesn't mean that you have to put a masterpiece in every book. It can be page after page of things like this. And then as you come back and add to it, like I may end up adding quotes to this. You know, that I love quotes. That's one of my favorite things to put in a journal. Let's see, what color is this? Crimson Lake. That's pretty. It's got a purpley look. Let's see how that looks on this one. Oh, I love that. And this thing of just holding the pencil loosely, you get some amazing lines. It's okay to just get some drops of water in there and let things run around the way they want to. I think that's really pretty. maybe. So I feel like this one here could benefit from a little more texture. Maybe a different brush would be good. Yeah, that's good. Maybe this, no, hello. Is that the black? This, I think, is the one that's bothering me. That petal just did not feel complete because of all of that purple behind it. All right, so I'm gonna dry these. I also feel like I need to add more black in here. It's kind of a dark flower, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, I'm wondering about just wait, let's do one more thing. This one needed another color. If you want to make an art journal, though, you should do it. You should definitely do it. Pick things that inspire you. Find if it's a magazine page, or the way words are written, or a beautiful card that you get. Just take that and purpose to try to recreate it in the way that speaks to you. I think that's just so much fun. I like this color. That turned out pretty. All right, I think I will stop for now. I'm gonna dry these and then I'm gonna put them in the journal. Oh my goodness, so I dried these and then I decided to pull my stamps out. I have this little bowl of stamps that sits close to my desk, and pick out 2 for each card that kind of picked up the colors in the different pencil colors and paint colors that we used. I love these so much. This was very, very easy to do. And I think they're going to be so beautiful when we get them into this book. So I will see you really soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.